Just give me a moment and I will turn on my video. Pop out. Okay, and then
They are by just reading. And a
oh,
color
hey
ramp.
there.
So you don't have to like mess around with this chart and be like, one up here, put one down here, bring this up here. You don't have to do that.
Oh,
You can
hey
do this.
there.
But a
Hey
lot of
there.
photographers and a lot of people who edit, they do, bring their shadows just up a bit, and then bring their highlights just down a bit. And as you look up here, I actually
Okay.
brought
Um.
my highlights up.
Oh wait. Oops. Oh, am I still in the stream? Okay.
I'm kind of out of focus though.
Okay. There we go, guys.
There.
Um.
Get out of here, you focus wheel. Now I can't move, okay? I won't move. We can zoom out just a bit so it's not so derpy. I'll be in the Discord though. Just 'cause I have your stream muted. Output speakers. Output volume. I don't know. We'll wait and see. We'll test the voice out once Jordan joins us. I made a Discord channel. Oh shit. Um, Discord channel. Oh, there
Ah.
you are.
There you are.
Found it.
All right, let me mute your stream really quick now that I
Mm-hmm.
can hear you in my mic. Cool. So you're working on more.
Not really. I'm done everything. I have everything done, so I'm just like, why did I do that? So I'm just kind of chilling, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, going over some stuff and seeing if I can, I don't know, show just little basic stuff that really turns a picture to a good picture, but all my examples are I can't bring them back to the normal, so it's like the raw file, so it's like, oh shit. but I might just edit a video instead.
I've been busy this morning. I made an overlay for my Twitch.
Oh, cool.
So that's like the little it's my stream in general. So I've got like a little portrait and it says my
Yeah,
Instagram up in the corner.
yeah.
So it's not like
I
super
see that.
great,
That's
but
awesome.
it was hard for me. So
Oh, good for you. I see the border, and you made sure you made your file 1920 by 1080, and then you just designed it accordingly, right?
yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. Make it transparent wherever you want
I
the
made
viewers
a
to see.
I made a couple other banners for like I'll be starting soon. Be right back so that
Yeah, perfect.
now I just have to make like little icons on my channel and then I'll be all set.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I started a new piece today too. This
Yeah, yeah,
is
it's something to do with the violin.
yeah, he's a bard of some kind. This
Okay.
is my in my Pathfinder campaign. Our DM has a character that he's been RPing with us for a while. He's basically like our benefactor, and he's
Nice.
this weird. I think he might be a vampire, but I don't know yet. And he's always got a violin that he's playing, so I assume he's some kind of bard. But I'm
You
kind
gonna
of
have long hair?
channeling. Yeah, long hair. He's
Sure.
gonna
Gotta
kind of
rock the
channeling
flows, you
the.
know?
Yeah, I'm channeling the Castlevania feels, I guess. Slash,
That's
he's got
awesome.
silver hair, so it's like Castlevania mixed with like Game of Thrones. He's a Targaryen. I don't
That's cool.
know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thanks. I just mocked this up super fast, so kind of, I'm not good at perspective. This violin's gonna be hard for me.
Yeah, that's always a challenge.
I
So weird having a webcam. Like, so
Yeah, we're
I'm using my
backwards.
camera. I'm like using my professional camera.
That's
I'm
kind
not
of
even.
hilarious that you're using that
Yeah,
as your webcam.
yeah. Worked out though.
Um, we're backwards today because I don't have my camera on.
Whoa, is my camera froze? Yeah. Dur, dur, dur. What? Confused. Hmm.
Trying to see. I don't think I'm following your Twitch channel. Is it just
Oh,
Lord
really?
Kai?
It's Kylosis actually. I'll type it in
Kai.
Discord.
Yeah, that would be great. Oh, I found it.
Oh, perfect. Type it in Discord.
Follow. I just wanted to stick it in my Twitch chat.
Sweet. All right, there we go.
Cool. Yeah, I guess I've been trying to like plan for the future and like I'm just assuming that my channel will get more views eventually. So
Yeah,
I'm trying to
definitely.
set it
It
up.
has to. Yeah, some days nobody comes, and some days nobody comes, and then some other days, right before you feel like quitting, like four people will join, and then start chatting you up, and then
Yep.
I love when people follow my channel. That sound.
What does it do?
It's like the movie Anchorman. Will
Oh
Ferrell's
God.
like, Brick, where'd you get a hand grenade? And Steve Carell is just like, I don't know, and you just holding the hand grenade.
I love that
Oh man.
movie. I could do some Anchorman fan art and just make this guy playing the flute. It's such a stupid movie, but it's so good. What's that, Baxter? You ate the
I love it.
entire wheel of cheese?
And then he's like, I didn't come prepared. No, I didn't. And he just pulls his fluid out of his sleeve. You willy capu.
Lately, I've been obsessed with Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah?
I've actually
Nice.
been thinking about doing. I had this cool idea for some Rick and Morty fan art. Have you seen it all?
No, I
Oh
actually
God,
haven't.
you gotta hop on that bandwagon.
I know, apparently,
It's
like,
so good.
I'm terrible at this bandwagon crap. I always
Yeah.
jump on it when it's like way over, and I'm like, "Hey guys, how about this?" And they're like, "No, Kai, that's like 4 years ago." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
You can find everything. Like it's only 2 seasons and they're half-hour shows, so it's not
Yeah,
like
they're all on YouTube too.
yeah, you can that's what I was gonna say. You can find it on
Yeah.
YouTube. But they're so funny. But there's this one episode and it's got this like hive mind and it's voiced by Christina Hendricks and she is named Unity and Rick was like dating her. So I had
Hmm.
this idea to make like a World War II like propaganda style poster that would say something like join a collective, unify today, and would have like a pinup of Unity's of Christina Hendricks' character
That's pretty
from the
sweet.
show.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like one of those ones that I've like stuck in my hat for later,
Right.
when I don't feel like doing a high fantasy painting, which is basically never.
Oh, there's a helicopter. Somebody's being flown to the emergency.
Are you near a hospital or something?
Yeah, but like normally when you see the helicopter, it's usually not going to our hospital. It's usually going to like the town over
Oh.
because our hospital's kind of crappy. It's like, hey, how you doing? You're like, I'm sick. I have a, okay, here you go. And they're like, okay, bye. So you don't even really get to talk.
I don't even know what our hospitals are like. I haven't had to
Like we're
go
in
since I
Canada too,
moved.
so healthcare is great, but like doctors sometimes they're everywhere, but like doctors are just so it's not that they're dumb because that's like clearly not true, but like they just like
Don't
I don't
listen to
even I
you.
don't understand them. They're just like not they don't care. And it's just like in a way that makes them dumb because then they just prescribe you with something that you don't need or maybe can't even have, but they don't even look into it. So,
hmm
yeah, that's my
Yeah, I
doctor
try.
rant.
I try to avoid doctors as much as I
Hmm.
can, for sure.
Oh, this is gonna be so annoying. Whoever's watching the stream is probably gonna freaking hate this song after they're done. I'm editing a wedding music video,
Uh-huh.
and it's just gonna be the same song playing over and over for probably another hour. At least you don't hear it though,
Yeah, I
so
can't
we're
hear. I
good.
can't hear it.
No.
I don't do music on my channel because I'm always afraid of like copyright
You know what?
violations, and
I get
then
it all the time. Ever since I started on YouTube, every stream, they're like, "Hey, you did this song in here, blah blah blah," and I'm just like, delete, delete, delete. Like you can delete the songs or something.
yeah, Twitch will just mute portions of your
Yeah, so that's what I do. I'm like,
broadcasts.
"Hey guys, like instead of like threatening me, why don't you just mute it? Like,
Yeah,
don't make me do it because like if I don't pay attention, don't get me in shit for something you guys can just mute. Like."
yeah.
Especially when they know
It's
about it.
probably it's just an algorithm that does it anyways.
Yeah,
Probably
I
it's
know.
not like a person sitting there
No,
like,
I
oh,
know.
I gotta mute this
Yeah,
guy's
that's what I
channel, you
mean.
know.
So it's like yeah, they could do it that way. They program it.
Oh, perspective. Hate it.
Oh, this song I'm gonna hate. I do not like this
Is
kind
it
of
is it
music
like that
at
John
all.
Legend song? Like All of Me?
No, no, it's like kind of like it. I don't even know. There's a couple twangy. That's like, don't come on, Daryl. I always just sing like Trey Parker, Matt Stone. Oh shit.
Yeah. I always like when I was using music in my streams, I was like I'd grab like instrumental music. I don't like
Oh
listening to
yeah.
things with lyrics when I'm painting.
Yeah, for sure. I liked. You can also search no copyright.
Oh
So if
yeah,
you want to
that would be
look that
smart.
up, but then what happens is an ad will play,
Oh,
and the ad is copyright. So you you're getting shit every time, no matter what.
huh.
It's like, I mean, I emailed Chris, he didn't get back to me, so I'm gonna see how this goes for a little bit longer,
Yeah.
but uh, but I'm not gonna risk my Twitch account for watch me work.
Yeah, I mean,
I just can't. Yeah,
I might
I
need to
work
do
too
that
hard for it.
too. Like, 'cause Twitch is definitely my
Yeah,
focus,
your main.
you
Yeah, for
know.
sure.
I
It's nice
love
to
Watch
have
Me Work
this.
'cause I've met like
Me
six or
too.
seven really cool people, you know.
That's what it's
That's
good
the
for,
fun
but it's too
part.
bad that there's that like contract stuff that's happening.
Hey, I heard a noise.
Yeah. Oh, we got a howdy.
Hello. Oh, hey there. Dev Texture. I was in a stream with him yesterday. He was doing
Oh,
this
cool.
amazing piece. How's your Dragonborn Sorcerer going? Are you done with it yet, or I don't know. I could probably pull up his DeviantArt. I'm sharing your stuff, Dev Texture.
Oh, sweet.
Uh, wait. Mm, I don't even know how to see like the people that I follow on my DeviantArt. Oh, look, I happened to copy.
Finish the breakfast. That a boy, Dev. Get it in ya.
I just linked
See
your
the thing?
your DeviantArt because it's amazing.
I can't even I can't even edit this video without listening to the song, and it sucks.
That's so funny. So I got tired of working on the piece I was working on yesterday, so I started another one. And I'm
Oh yeah?
probably going to finish. This is a piece that I've been working on, and I didn't get much further after I stopped my stream yesterday. I just did a couple more little things, but it's just a character design for a
That's pretty
friend.
cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, she's cool. I need to add some like lighting and figure out what the hell's going on with her boots and shield.
Yeah.
But, you know,
It's definitely really nice though.
yeah, thank you.
I like the chest piece.
Yeah, I've never done a suit of armor before. It's a learning experience. Actually, Dev Texture was helping me because he's painted lots of armor. He was helping me like think about like how does this actually work? Will she be able to
Mhm.
bend over?
Right. Yeah, that's the thing when you're an artist, you got to kind of be realistic sometimes.
Yeah,
Not always, but that's
I
what
like that
kind of
go a little
bothers me in
further.
art. Like when you draw something really amazing and it's just like concept art, so it's like there's no point in it actually being able to work or to do things, and then like someone will like comment or try to give you like feedback or constructive criticism. I always call it feedback because it's just up like constructive criticism. I don't really believe in it because I don't think anyone's gonna know your art more than you, so it's better to call it feedback because yeah, that's just how I learned from from my days.
Hmm.
Um, but I hate when they like look at it and they're like, "Hey, that car, like that mech car robot, actually won't be able to walk on any terrain because yeah, like I've seen it happen so many times in art contests, and I just want to like slap them in the face because I'm like, this is an amazing piece, and like stop focusing on the possibilities
Like,
of it working. I mean, it's cool to do that if you want to make it
oh yeah, it's
realistic,
cool to be like
but
super realistic with it, but
this is like fantasy too sometimes, so you can make things,
my
yeah,
rule is like it has to at least like look believable. Like
for
if
sure.
if you look at it and it looks like visibly off right away, then
Yeah,
that's not good.
yeah.
But
There's the
I'd like
obvious.
to be as accurate as I can without like, devoting a ton of time to figuring out like a suit of armor. I'll probably paint it again, so I probably should devote some more time to learning it. But like he looked at it and saw something that wouldn't work, and that was actually really useful to me.
Yeah,
So
definitely, for sure.
it was just a small change, anyways. I don't know. I'm just drawing fingers, and they're probably not. It's probably not gonna work. This weird hand. I'm actually using a reference photo, though. I never do this. Who am I?
Reference photos, huh? I wouldn't be able to draw without him.
I tend to try to draw from imagination as much as possible.
Nice.
Um, but there are certain things that I can't do that with.
Yeah, like you were saying, violins and stuff like that, and the perspective of
Oh, I
how it's
wasn't trying
gonna
to be
be.
like critical of your critique, Dev Texture. That was actually really useful to me, and I'm glad that you helped me out. But I bet a lot of people look at fantasy paintings and stuff and see that kind of thing. Oh my god, what did I do? Here we go. Better.
Yeah, dev texture. I'm not talking about you, dude. I'm talking about like a whole different thing. Like when you mention possibilities of like armor and stuff like yeah, that's true. But when
Oh,
there's like a fantasy painting and
okay.
it's like a clearly unrealistic, like painting by someone from the future, like, it doesn't have to be, it's up to them. If they want it to be like crazy unrealistic, like, I don't know, you know what I mean? It's not what you said about the armor comment. I'm referring to like a nice photo contest that a friend was into actually, and he didn't really make it that far because it kind of blew up when people were making fun of the little robot legs. And they were amazing. I wish I had the photo to reference, but I don't. Oh yeah, this looked amazing. Oh yeah. But the internet breaks a lot of things though. That's for sure. How do I turn this down? Let's see. I figured out how to. Oh no! I figured out how to turn it down. Be right back.
Yeah, if it looks cool enough, I can get a pass. That's kind of how I feel. But with this piece, like I'm drawing someone playing the violin, and I cannot do that off the top of my head. I could fudge it and make it look kind of awful, but I never draw the hands this early on. Just tackling the thing that I don't want to do right now. And he's got his pinky like up like this, right? Maybe? Yeah, basically. This is starting to look like a hand, vaguely. I think I might give this character long nails. I don't know. I don't know how feminine I want to make him. Like, I kind of want to make him super androgynous, but this isn't my character. It's my GM's character for my Pathfinder campaign. I always imagine him being, like, he's supposed to be kind of a dandy, but I don't know if he's supposed to look really girly. I don't know if my GM would appreciate that. Yeah, I use it a lot for studies, but I haven't been using it as much for paintings for some reason. I'm just resistant to the idea. But I gotta get into it now. It keeps coming up. Like, do you use reference? I need to. It's not cheating. I mean, Maxfield Parrish used to like project photographs onto his canvas and then trace it. Norman Rockwell did the same thing, so. And Vermeer used his camera obscura. It's a long tradition. Okay, that kind of makes sense. I feel like the thumb is bothering me a little bit. Like, I don't know. It's like, kind of want to see the thumb, but maybe not. Mm, I should actually check my Twitch thing. Let's do this in case if anyone's watching. You can get my social stuff. Ugh, I always click on the wrong thing. Exactly. Oh, did you see I made like a little overlay for my stream? I was so proud of myself. It's got like my little portrait in the corner. It looks so official, but not really, because I'm not much of a like graphic designer. I just need to spend some more time on it. I just threw that together because I didn't want to have my camera on today, but I was thinking there needed to be something up there. It's supposed to have those like poofy Victorian sleeves. Hmm. How do I find this? Victorian sleeves. Not at all. Okay, men's Victorian shirt. Let's just do fashion. Let's see if I can find some cool fashion illustrations. Hmm. I picture him wearing like a brocade vest with like, yeah, kind of like this. That doesn't help me at all. Every time I do something like new and that feels like vaguely computery, I feel very proud of myself. Mm, there has to be a better one than that one that I found. Maybe like steampunk. Maybe I should look at steampunk and goth, Victorian kind of look. Because it's not really Victorian, authentic. It's like neo-Victorian. Haha. And then I like that. Mm, I need poofy sleeves. Oh yeah. I see that I'm so used to using Google. I need to get into that. A friend of mine uses Pinterest for like everything. Oh my god, that vest. That could be perfect. Mm. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, Pinterest is awesome. So many
Yeah.
good finds.
I haven't used it much for reference photos, but it would be a good way to like save them for
Yeah,
later.
even for inspiration too.
Yum. Hello. Oh, I like this. It's kind of like the character I'm drawing. Okay, that's good enough for now. Let's see here. Oh, I like this one the best. It's got like view image. Are you going to stream today, Dev Texture? Oh, I just thought you could probably hop into Discord with us. Oh wait, no, that's not right. I need to go. I made a little like server. Invite people. Copy. There, I invited you to my Discord server. Even if you don't want to like be on voice today. Oh, hello.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good. Yourself?
Good, good.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna stream today. It was real laggy yesterday when I was trying to do it, and I need to try and get some work done before D&D today. So,
I wish I was playing D&D today.
yeah, had Shadowrun yesterday, and then D&D today, and then it's work the rest of the week.
We do it like once a month. But it's like a whole weekend now because we're doing Starfinder and Pathfinder. So,
Nice. Yeah, I needed a more regular game because my Shadowrun slash space game is has been kind of irregular lately. And then the
hmm
game I co-GM for has not played for like 3 months. So
it can be tough to find like a group that actually plays regularly.
uh, Roll20 helped quite a bit.
It's nice with ours because we've got like 5 people in the group. Or wait, yeah, there's 5 people, 4 players. Um, but even if one person isn't there, we'll still do a session.
Mm-hmm.
3 people is a decent size,
So
especially
playable
when you
now.
get into combat. Any more than like 4 or 5 is like, how long does combat last?
Now you play in person, or I assume?
We play in person, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, that definitely seems like that would be quite a bit slower. Because I've only ever played online. I only actually
Ah,
started playing like last year. Actually, no,
you're
might have
GMing
been
after
this year.
only playing for a year. I've been playing for
I
like 3 years and I still couldn't do it.
co-GM. I mostly ran background stuff, and like I would run like text chat, like side stuff.
I'd I'd like to GM because I feel like I've got the creativity and like to come up with really cool stuff and I could think on the fly, but I just don't know the system well enough. Like I don't know the roles and like all the little the numbers and
Well, that's what the internet's for. The Pathfinder SRD has literally just about everything you need. So
yeah, I've got the masterwork tools. Uh, you can download their like everything Pathfinder for free on Android.
cool.
It's right on the App Store. If you don't have that, you should. It's called like, wait, I'll tell you what it's called.
Yeah, I mean it's all online on the SRD anyway. So
Yeah, it's I like it on my phone because when we're playing in person, like I can just take out my phone and look things up.
that would be a handy thing if I actually played in person, but that would require leaving the house, which just doesn't happen anymore. So
You just live in your art cave.
pretty much, I've left the house a total of once in the last 2 months.
Wow.
Not a lot going on.
But it gives you a lot of time to get like way better with your art. I was
That's the
looking
hope.
through your deviant art yesterday and you've improved like so much. I love seeing that like on people's work.
I try. I'm still not where I want to be with it, but it's progress.
I don't think we'll ever be where we want to be, you know? There's just another,
There's always someone better.
another goal to work towards, yeah. You still there, Kai?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I've done
Yeah,
this kind
very
of
cool.
background environment work in a long time.
What are you painting right now?
I'm working on the Dragonborn right now. I'm putting in the background stuff,
Oh,
or
I didn't.
blocking it in, I guess. I'll throw a JPEG up in Discord in a little bit here.
Yeah, that would be cool. Do you usually throw up a background for character commissions?
Lately, yeah, because people usually like it.
Yeah.
I usually don't spend a huge amount of time on it unless they're paying for it, but
Yeah, if it's specifically like if it's a sketch commission, then I usually won't. But
I
if
don't
it's
even
like
do
a
sketch commissions. So
full character illustration, then I would add something.
I think I've only done full paintings.
Oh, really?
I've done like one portrait bust, and everything else has been full paintings. And I didn't even put that full portrait bust up because I wasn't happy with it.
I've been kind of like looking through and like deciding how to price things the last couple days.
I just keep
And
bumping my prices until I stop getting people accepting.
that's one
You
way to do it. I
know,
was looking at a couple other streamers like rates. I found some really good documents that they have that are very specific about like what they charge for different levels of work.
see, I
So,
don't post my prices anywhere because it's such a custom, tailored thing that like I have a base rate in mind that I throw out, but it's subject to change based on customer demand.
yeah.
If I'm spending 20 plus hours on a painting, I need to have a variable rate depending on how long it's going to take.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's one way to do it, you know.
I don't know how specific you want me to get into this while you're streaming
Oh,
and like
yeah,
what I charge and stuff.
I don't care.
Gotcha. So for a while I was doing like 120 a portrait,
Mhm.
which was all right. But then I was like, I'm making less than minimum wage at that rate for how long it was taking me to paint. So
Yeah.
I've slowly bumped my way up to now my default's like 250,
Okay.
which is still not great wages by any stretch of the mean for skilled labor, but it's at least okay.
Your stuff is really a good quality though. I'd say it's definitely worth that.
We'll see. Like my work or commissions have slowed down, but it's also a slow season for commissioning.
Mhm.
At least it seems to be the case for my other freelance buddies I work with who are notably more experienced than I. But it should start picking up again here this month or so. I also don't like hunt for work all that much, or at least compared to other people. Like I kind of just luck into work regularly,
Yeah.
like, post a commission, and then miraculously manage to get another commission through that commission.
Yep. I need to get a little bit better about looking for them.
Right side, you can always just focus on improving if there's no work.
Yep, that's what I'm doing right now. Although this is my GM's character, I'll probably throw this onto my Society 6 and he'll probably buy the print of it when I'm done, so.
I should be able to get around to trying to do prints. I've always been kind of like unsure of how I felt about that when I'm mostly doing other people's characters. I know
Um,
technically I still own the rights to the art, so I totally can do it. Just
I don't,
Yeah.
um, I don't have a printer, so I use Society 6 for everything because it's free to post and you choose your markup on your prints. They'll also merchandise your work, like laptop sleeves, you know, a bunch of different things they'll do, like phone cases. Those are a flat rate though, so you're not gonna make much money off from the merchandise. It's kind of cool though.
it's less a financial question because it would theoretically be beneficial to do so. I just don't
Hmm.
know who would really buy
Yeah,
customized, very specific D&D characters of other people's D&D characters.
yeah,
Yeah, some people don't like need to like some people even that if they don't know D&D, they still might love it, you know what I mean?
That's fair. I
Because
guess if
like
I
it's
did
still
conventions
artwork
and
and
stuff,
it's
I'd do
still
that. But
fantasy. So
yeah, it's
yeah. I
just the
don't.
weirdness of selling someone else's character.
yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
but I think you should get into that. Like even if you mention it to them, be like, "Hey, like you guys don't mind if I start reselling this, eh? Even though it's all your work anyways and you're allowed, but just to make you feel better." But I think that's a great idea, man.
Yeah, part of it is I just wasn't comfortable enough with my quality until recently, where if that was even a thing I would think about, because I was like, I sure as shit wouldn't have bought in my art.
I feel like
Right, I
I
see what
feel
you
like
mean.
some of like your dwarf character, like your alchemist and your that woman with the axe are really like good quality images, and those are yours, so you don't have
Right,
to
and those
feel
are
like.
also real recent,
Yeah, yeah.
as in last month.
Oh, wow, you did both of those last month?
Yes.
You paid so fast.
Oh
For me to
God.
do something like that detailed, I don't know how long it would take. Like, I
I
usually
sh-
spend 2 weeks on a piece, is generally like the time that I try to work on it, but
I'm 1 to 2 usually, but
I
I
also,
should have been done with that berserk. I just had a lot of just wasting time and fiddling around, not knowing what the hell I was trying to do.
yeah,
I have another piece I was going to work because originally that berserker piece was actually just a placeholder while I was doing a collab with another friend of mine, where I was doing a character and he was going to do this weird like Cthulhu dragon because I just wanted to make some weird creepy thing because I hadn't done that in a while, and he's way into Cthulhu stuff. So I was like, cool, make a weird Lovecraftian dragon monster, and I'll make some weird voodoo lady.
that sounds like right up my alley.
You know, but then I got started on the character and sent it over to him like the next day after like he sent me a sketch. And then it's been like 3 weeks and he hasn't gotten around to working on it because he just quit his job to start freelancing full time. So he's been taking care of like the busy work associated with all of that, of making social media stuff all set up and
Yeah,
website built and all that crap. The business parts of art.
yeah. I've got to get on a posting schedule for like Instagram and stuff.
I just post things when they're done.
People, that's what I have been doing, but I feel like I need to
Fine.
turn some stuff out more often. So
Find
I'll prob
whatever works for you.
yeah.
Yay, I did my hour.
There you
Woo.
go.
Yay. I want to play some
Straight.
video games.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I don't want to work on this country fucking music video anymore.
Does that sound
Uh,
like a good time?
No, I don't like country music at all. And
Neither
I'm
will
not a huge fan in editing videos either. Like, I don't know, I can do it, but I just don't enjoy it like I do when I edit my photography and stuff like that. That's normally what I do, but I had nothing to work on today.
Work is work.
Yeah, I did a challenge on Tuesday that I can do 3 projects in one day, and I did it. It took me like 14 hours, but I streamed like 5 hours of it. But then I was like, oh shit, like Thursday I have nothing to work on.
Yeah, I like this background. Very
Well,
cool.
we'll just
It's
block
it
some stuff in.
yeah. I mean, it
Oh
doesn't have to
wow,
be
that's
super
nice.
super detailed, but it looks like with the little like archways and stuff, it looks specific yet,
Mm-hmm.
you know, blurred.
Great. I noodled randomly in suggestive shapes to imply things.
Yep. It's like there's a staircase and an archway, and you know you're going somewhere. This is a place.
Great. Yeah, I'm just gonna cover it in fog and push it into the background because it's not important.
Yep. It's
All right,
general
guys,
rule
I'm
of
gonna
thumb.
end this Watch Me Work stream. I'll be still on my Twitch, but nice to meet you, Dev.
All
Yeah, I'll be catching
right.
you around again soon. And
Bye.
Jordan, always a pleasure. Take care.
Yes. Bye,
Have a good day.
Kai.
Bye.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide how long I'm gonna work on this. Probably stop around 10:30. So I've got some more. I'm just doing the sketch part today.
Yeah, here's the where I left
Ooh.
off on the collab thing before I sent it off, or
Oh,
might have done that
I
one. I'm not sure.
love her. That looks so cool. She's like a, yeah, nice. Very nice. I like
I
that
wasn't
headdress.
happy with the pose, but he did the sketch and said he would be very upset with me if I changed the pose. So I was like, okay, how can I cram a figure into what you drew?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Lots of it still needs work. I mostly spent my time on the head. That was the
Yeah.
important part. But
And once he does his part, you can like finish off like the hands and the.
yeah, well, it'll be a shared back and forth thing. Like I'll probably have a paint on the monster too. But
I feel like the only thing about the pose that feels awkward is like not the leg in the foreground, but the other leg. I'm not
yeah,
sure if there's something going on there.
yeah, no, there definitely is. I don't know. Whatever.
It's cool.
It'll get fixed eventually, or not, and it'll just be a pile of shit. But that's how things go.
I've got to get in on a collaboration.
I've only done a few. I've done a couple of collab commissions with a buddy of mine, which has been weird because he does comic art mostly.
Mm-hmm.
So that has been a learning process when we have very different styles, and I have no idea what I'm doing, and he is very technically skilled,
Mm-hmm.
at least when it comes to drawing. Painting is his weakness, so I try and compensate for that, but I foul up all of his anatomy. So, yeah. Oh, I have this nicely drawn figure in perspective, and I paint it, and then suddenly everything is broken.
Yeah.
And we're like, how did this happen?
Yeah,
We just
I
need
feel
color in
like
the lines.
your art style and mine a little bit too wouldn't doesn't translate that well because we don't I don't paint with line art really. Like I do a messy sketch and then I get rid of my lines as quickly as possible, you know.
I don't. My goal is to avoid lines if possible.
Yep.
I don't want them. I like them. I just don't want to do them.
Yeah, I don't enjoy doing line work. I don't have the control with the tablet. Like I can do it traditionally, but digitally, there's something about this like indirect, I'm not looking at my hand. I lose a little bit of accuracy.
I'm just bad at it, so that's my excuse. So I haven't really done a lot of traditional artwork because I started digital. Like I drew on a tablet before I really did any drawing on paper outside of like, oh, I drew a stick figure.
Yeah. It's nice, like, I've been doing mostly digital for the last few months, but when I do go back to sketch, I notice that the skill, like, does transfer to a certain amount. Like, I've just gotten better in general because I've been drawing every day.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Unless you're using lots of like I use lots of 3D and stuff. So like there's a little bit less transfer in that aspect. It's like you can't import a 3D model onto a piece of paper.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
never.
okay, I guess you could print it, but
I don't think that's something I'll learn. I think I'll just stick to painting, honestly.
it's fine. Not for everyone.
Yeah.
I just already had at least a little bit of knowledge because I dabbled in a bunch of different mediums when I was younger. Like I've tried animation and web programming and 3D modeling. And I've done a little bit of video editing, but not much. Some animation, map making for games.
Mhm.
I kind of just experimented with making a bunch of shit, and some of it is still useful. Most of it isn't. I
What's
also
going
learned
on
I
with
hate
this game?
coding, and just all of that is just no.
I wouldn't know the first thing about it, so.
I understand it logically of this is how it functions, but just actually writing the code is outside of my level of interest. I know just enough to break things is really what it comes down to.
So not very much at all.
Yeah. Well, I know enough to like critically break things, so it's a pain in the ass to fix.
Oh, okay.
Like, ooh, I'll just import a bunch of cool, scrolly, like gallery elements into this web page. Oh, now the web page is reading upside down and half of it doesn't load. Whoops. And people who know what they're doing will be like, how did this even happen? I tried building a website for my dad like a couple years back for his photo business, and I designed it all on Photoshop. It looks super nice. I got it about halfway constructed, and then I tried to put in like an image panel or something just so it like display an image or like a like rotating carousel gallery or something.
Mhm.
Completely broke the entire thing. It failed to load the background like image. And I couldn't for the life of me figure out what was wrong, so I just deleted that section of code, but it was still broken afterwards. So I was like, I don't know how to unbreak this. What did I do?
Sorry, Dad.
Oh, I remember. Like, it wasn't like he was banking on me making it. I was just like, I'll give it a go because I was unemployed at the time. So I was just like, sure, I'll give this a shot because I'm not doing anything else. Hmm. So do you flip your canvas at all while you're working?
Yeah, I flipped it a couple times. I was thinking of flipping it back. Do you?
Yes. Main reason I was asking is because it's useful for finding like things that look a little weird. I
Yeah.
was going to point out that the nose looks a little funky.
Yeah.
Not sure how in depth you want me going here.
Yeah.
Just leave you to it.
I'm kind of refining the perspective on everything.
All right.
Let's rotate image. Oh yeah. I wanted it to have like a hump, but I think I overdid that some. That's the other nice thing about Photoshop. You don't have to get the anatomy right the first time and worry about going through your paper.
Yeah. Plus, I have to make every single outfit I make like overly complicated. It's like so it's
Adding,
supposed to have simple robes, and I'm like, how many layers can I incorporate into this of just different cloth and materials?
well, your client will be really happy.
We'll see. Sometimes that's not what they want. They seemed okay with my earlier sketch, though. I haven't really changed the base design that much, so. Since it still reads sorcerer, I'm on the right track. But I'm still real happy that you guessed it first try yesterday because that means I'm hitting the right
Hey,
notes.
if there's no book, it's not a wizard, right?
That's yep. That's a good point. Only one other person in my art group actually plays any amount of tabletop games, so they would not intuitively make that distinction. Because I can totally understand how one could assume this guy was a monk if I didn't have the fireball.
hmm I guess his robes have read a little bit as like he looks very like neat in his presentation, which I always read monks as like they're very like they're almost like military, like disciplined. Everything is in its place, and I don't know.
Yeah. Neat clothes fits with the character description on this, so
Oh yeah, I wasn't saying it was like at
yeah,
all
nope.
like
I'm just
yeah.
saying I'm glad the things that I attempted to do are reading.
But
Because when I asked for what he wanted his clothes to look like, he was just like, uh, it's a robe and it would probably be very durable. I was like, all right, thanks. I say that like I'm complaining. I'm not really. I like the freedom it gives me to just kind of do whatever
oh
I want.
yeah, it's nice when they're just like, I'll give you these three things. The rest of it, or just a small list of like, here's all the points you need to hit. The rest of it's up to you. That's the best. I did a book cover a while ago, and I kept having to like go back and change things, and it was a little frustrating because they'd originally say like, "Oh, whatever you think is great," but
That
then
can
I
always
would
be a bit of a trap.
yeah, then I do it, and they'd be like, "Well, that's not exactly." It's like, well, I just spent time on this, and now you're saying that. It would have been nice to know.
Yeah, I tend to be upfront about that stuff. I'm like, all right, you give me exactly what you want, and I'll do my best to give that. Or you can let me do what I want, and I'll just try and make it cool with the general basics, but I'm not going to do a ton of changing after
Yeah.
like the initial sketch.
Yeah, I ended up having to say like this is like the last round of edits because this is adding too much time to the piece for the amount that we've agreed on.
Good on you for putting your foot down.
Yeah.
It's not always an easy thing to do. I'll be able to hang out for a little while longer, and then I gotta start getting ready for my game.
Oh yeah, it's 10:30. That's when I was gonna end. All right. Yeah, I've got to go because I got stuff to do today. But
Have a good
yeah, I
day.
started a new
Nice
piece.
chatting.
Yeah, you too. All right, guys. So, that will be all for today for my stream. This was a little like surprise stream. It's not my scheduled time, so I will be here tomorrow working on these two pieces that I've got going on here. And this little sketch was fun to do. Hopefully, um, hopefully I can iron out all these perspective issues that I'm having with it. But anyways, until next time, see ya.